Have you been writing great articles on Medium, but you're not making any money? Here's the thing. All articles that make money are great articles, but not all great articles make money. In this video, I'm going to show you one very simple but common mistake that most writers are making. By fixing this, you might be able to solve your Medium money problem. It helped me 3x my earnings and finally crack that $1,000 per month payout. I've been writing on Medium for over 9 years, and I only recently started to actually monetize my content. My regular job is traditional SEO, so I saw Medium kind of like a gymnasium where I could come and exercise my writing muscles. Also, it was a fun place to kind of just write about stuff that I didn't have to worry about optimizing. But once I monetized it, I started thinking, hey, this is a little bit fun. Though my results at first were awful. After turning it on, I made like $10 a month. I felt kind of embarrassed because I'm a good writer. I know that. So I had to ask myself, what am I doing wrong that's costing me views? So the first thing was, am I writing the best content possible? The answer to that was, yes, this content's good. Like objectively, I knew that it was good. Then it was, so what am I doing wrong? To understand that, I needed to learn what Medium's algorithm was like, how it operated. It doesn't work in the same way that traditional SEO does. There was one mistake that I was making that was costing me huge amounts of earnings on Medium. Fixing this can change everything for you. So I'm going to show you what it is. To better understand this mistake, you first need to understand how Medium works. Their algorithm wants people to read your article. They have something called a read ratio. That is the percentage of people who stay on your article for at least 30 seconds. 30 seconds is our magic number. We need to do whatever it takes to keep people on our article for at least 30 seconds. They don't even have to read all the way. They just have to stay for 30 seconds. The best way to do that, you have to have good content. If your content's not good, if it's boring people, it won't work. But if you are doing that and you're still having problems, this might be why. Let me show you. So let's start with one of my older, poor performing articles. This one only got 27 claps. If you come down, you can see the biggest mistake right here. That is an outbound link. It's not going to be as big of a deal as on some of my other articles, but any outbound link that takes people off of the page is not good. By the time they get there, it hasn't been 30 seconds. If I just lose 5 to 10% of people because they click that link, it's going to immediately mess up my read ratio. In the first 1 to 2 days that your article is published, the read ratio is critical. Let me show you. If we look at the story stats for this, the read ratio is 44%. That's awful. What we need is over 70% at least within the first day or two. That's going to give us organic reach. Medium's going to give us a little bit of love. So let me show you an example of an article that actually did do well. So let's go. As you can see, it's so hit or miss. We'll have articles that will do 100, 150, 37, 94, 34, and then you have all these that do nothing. So even if you're doing well with Medium and doing what I'm showing you, be ready for some swings and misses. It's just part of the game. But let's go to this one. Exercise is keeping people fat, but no one wants to talk about it. Read ratio, 72%. Pretty good. Let's go to December when I started. So here you see in the first couple of days, nothing was happening. And then boom, they gave me a nice spike of traffic. And that was because my read ratio was high. Look, you can see here, read ratio 80, 83, 77, boom, 86. They saw that I was at 80 and 83, and then they gave me a bunch of love. If you go into that article, one thing you're not going to see is any sort of outbound link. We'll see lots of highlights. And what I do now, instead of adding links, I put them down below as sources. That way, if anyone wants them, they have to scroll down, which is going to increase the chances of them staying on the page for 30 seconds. Go out and make those changes. If you have a bunch of posts that have outbound links early on, go and edit them. Do yourself a favor. If you enjoyed this, like the video. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe.